What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? At the highest levels of these thought forms, you find that everybody's the same. At the highest levels of this chakra system, you find that we all connected. Venus is captured the electricity of the sound of thought. It comes from the body. The language comes like that. You understand? Hey, the black sun up in here, the black sun up in here.
I pop out in on designer, smelling like Dolce Gabbana, rolling a marijuana. Yeah, bitch, let me go multi-yamas. Yeah, bitch, she ain't really a fronter. Ooh, no, I can fuck if I wanna. I might just tell her I love her. I might just fucking dub her.
What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? It's the Black Sun. I'm talking about epigenetics in this special episode. Epigenetics. You must understand, epigenetics is a special scientific knowledge that you need to take serious. You need to consider it seriously. You need to apply it in your life. Okay, let's get into it. Epigenetics now, the scientific version of this thing is that genes or DNA react to molecules inside the gene. Okay, DNA reacts to molecule inside the gene. So that's the scientific version. So inside, you know how DNA works, right? It contains A, C, T, and G. Okay, cytosine and all those stuff. So these DNA complexes, they actually combine or read sequences in a repeating form. So this DNA reads sequences, ACTs and Gs, in a repeating form in a way that it creates all these cells, like cells for different types of organs. Okay, like you got a cell for liver, a cell for muscle, a cell for bone, a cell for an eye, all these different types of. You need ACTs and Gs. There is a repeating sequence. So this repeating sequence, what happens is that each and every repeating sequence is cut at a place where it's going to create from proteins. It uses proteins. It's going to cut and create these organs. Okay, so let's say you have a kidney. A kidney is ACTs and Gs cut at a specific repeating sequence that's going to create those kidneys. Same goes for muscles. Same goes for all these types of organs that eventually create the whole human body. So when you talk about epigenetics, you talk about the key factors that inhibit these genes that have to rewrite these informations. It's inhibited, so your body cannot read this information. The kind of food you eat, the kind of nutritional basis information you get from your environment, the people that you wish, is also affected by this epigenetics. You need to understand this is epigenetics. Epigenetics meaning that on the surface of the genes. Okay, so you got DNA, then you get epigenetics. Your father and mother's DNA, then you going through life is epigenetics. You changed by the influence of people. You changed by influence of different stories that affect who you are inside your being as a person. Okay, so now we have epigenetics. Now when you inhibit certain genes, certain information that these genes have written it inside these organs, you are inhibiting the process that this body is supposed to play out. Okay, right now we have information being inhibited from epigenetics of our heart. You understand? The recent information that was said, like corona, we couldn't go outside, that was inhibiting of certain genes that we used to as kids. You understand? That took like 18 months. That was inhibiting of genes. That was DNA being recreated by inhibiting gene. It was a forceful, fearful act of inhibiting genes. That's how DNA works at the same time. So you need to read the DNA, how it creates certain proteins from because now there's a process called methylation. For example, methylation is a process that you use to inhibit genes, and genes carry information. Information is about us, what we hear. You understand? So that's very important, because information about what we hear gets to keep us more about being here, so we get to enjoy this place. So genes are the ones that are being used to manipulate the order of information that we create as humans. So we get to live a sluggish life. We get to live a life that is not motivated, that is not inspired. You understand? We get to be negative. That's what humanity has been over the past few years. Okay, we've been positioned or conditioned through this epigenetics. So it's up to that part of yourself as a human factor to come about and bring your own, stimulate your own auric field, stimulate your own chakras. Talk to yourself like that, okay? So that you need to know that epigenetics is working when you are working for yourself, and is working against you when you are working against yourself. Okay, that's what epigenetics works like. So when you're alone and you're talking to yourself, that's epigenetics. You need to be next to positive people. You need to always connect with positive people. That's how it wants you to create a vibration and auric field that your thoughts are going to be surrounded by positive thoughts. Then you can affect the environment positively using epigenetics. Okay, so now the environment is the one that affects the DNA. You as a human being surround yourself with motivational, inspiring, spiritual energy. Those thoughts, they calibrate into parts of your chakras, like your memory, your soul, your DNA, your own third eye, your posterior gland, and your anterior gland. They are balanced through sending harmonious hormones to the glands, thymus, pancreas, and these glands release these hormones to the blood, and this blood reiterates what you are conditioning yourself to that harmonious thought is. Okay, so we pick each other's information inside the air, and we collect each other's information. So you choose the information for yourself, and you are connecting your own genetic condition of how you choose you wanna live your life as. Okay, so that's how powerful epigenetics is. Universities, they use epigenetics. Working conditions, they use epigenetics. You understand? Because energy can be transferred from one person to another. You understand? Energy wraps around. Information, if I tell you one information and you send it to the next person, that person is going to feel different. So that's a different phone call that person is going to receive, and is going to send that message to the third person. So the first person and the third person, Jesus, you can't even read what that information is. So that's how epigenetics it's connected to these memories that we are vibrating to as well inside our own chakras, as the stories that unfold inside our situation as we face our everyday lives. We are only facing epigenetics. If you're born without a mother or a father, you're supposed to read inside your own epigenetics what type of star that you are, because you're connected to some stardom of information. That's why you're born in a specific date and a specific time. These are spiritual levels of your understanding of this portal, how you engaged through you coming inside after the 46 chromosomes from 23 of both your parents, which is that repetitive DNA, sexual interpretation of DNA, how it's a portal. Sex is a portal of repetitive DNA because it's a sequence as well. You understand? The in and out, that's just a repetition of DNA. So that's the portal that you engage in. So you need to connect to your own star. Each and every person is epigenetic, so you're more influenced by your surroundings than the story of what you came here for. It's not an issue you don't have parents, it's the issue what you're doing about it. That's how you influence this plot, because that's how you landed here, that's how you're plotted here. It doesn't work against you if you look at it from an epigenetic point of view. It works for you. You understand? You can shed off some unnecessary information and just focus on that star in the energy that you are formulating as the information of the DNA. I told you the DNA is reading information from molecules inside the genes or above the genes. Okay, so this information can be manipulated. So if you control your epigenetics, your thoughts, you can affect your genes yourself. That's what a God mode is. Okay, so epigenetics is very powerful. Epigenetics is one of the strongest focus that you can give your mind and yourself. Okay, from me, the Black Sun, you know, love and light always. Go study, go do research, go apply this for yourselves, okay? So that you can enjoy this plane in this new age, okay? Black Sun, love and light.